Hey there, I am Matilda and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'll be showing you how I created this look. So if you are interested in seeing it, then stay tuned. So as usual, I started off with my eyebrows. So I took my spoolie and brushed up my brow hairs. Then I went ahead to outline it using my Davis brow pencil shade 03. I outlined my eyebrow, went ahead to fill it in, and using a spoolie I brushed everything together to have it nice and blended. Then I went ahead to clean underneath the brow using my Blossom HD Pro Concealer. I use a lighter shade at the bottom and a dark shade at the top of my brow so that it will be easier for me to blend it into my foundation when I'm doing my face. Then using a concealer brush, I just blended all that concealer into my skin, and that's it for my eyebrow. Moving on to the eyes, I used the same concealer to prime my eyelid and then went ahead to blend it all over my eyelid using a brush, more like press it in then blend out. Then I went ahead to eyeshadow. I used my Avour eyeshadow palette, so I took that green shade and I pressed it into my crease, then blended it out till I was satisfied with what I was looking at. Let's go blend it. After that, I went in with that beautiful yellow shade and I blended that right up over the green shade till it was looking really nice as I like it. Then I went ahead to cut my crease using my Blossom Pro Conceal again, and then with a flat concealer brush, flat brush, I cut my crease. Then I just patted the remaining concealer there to be the base for what we're doing next. So I used the same green shade that I used in my crease on top of my lash area, and then I blended the same yellow shade right above it. And that is that for that. I went ahead to apply my Blossom glitter liner right in the spot where I cut my crease. Just really nice and simple. Then I fixed my false lashes off camera, and that was it for the eye look. Moving on to the face, I used my Zaron moisturizer. I primed my face with my Flawless Ivy face primer. Then I used my Blossom HD foundation and I blended that all over my face using my beauty sponge, a damp beauty sponge. Moving on to highlight and contour, I applied the lighter shade for my highlight, which is my Blossom concealer in the shade 05, and I applied that underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and on top of my lip. And then I went ahead to blend that all in using my damp beauty sponge. Just blended that all in. But then I was not satisfied with the brightness of the underneath my eye and the bridge of my nose and there. So I went ahead to apply shade 02 of my Blossom concealer, and I just pressed that underneath my eye, just in the inner corners. I didn't blend that to the outer area, I just blended it into the inner corners of my face. Then for my contour, I used Blossom Concealer in the shade 07. I'll apply that on my cheekbone area and my jawline and my forehead and my nose area as well. Then I went ahead to blend that in using a brush. Yes, a brush. And then I blended that all in and kind of blended the edges of where I applied the lighter concealer so it would look well blended. Then I'm using a smaller brush. I did that of my nose area to have it looking nice and sharp. Yeah, I like it. I like what I'm looking at. Good. Get it, girl. And that was it. So I went ahead to set my concealer using my Fayre Gold High Definition Setting Powder. So I started applying that with a damp beauty sponge, but it was kind of clumping up, so I switched to a dry beauty sponge. After that, I moved on to define my face using my Flawless Ivy Face Definer. And then I went ahead to apply more setting powder at that spot, to have my contour looking sharp. Then I did my nose using a smaller brush and applied setting powder right there to have that sharp look again. Then I went ahead to dust off my excess powder, the excess setting powder. Just dusted it off with that brush and kind of blending everything together while I dust off. And that was that about that. I went ahead to set my face using my Flawless Ivy Setting Spray. For highlight, I used my Hegai Esther palette. So I think this is where my camera stopped recording. So I did my waterline, applied mascara, and then did my lips off camera. And that's it for this look. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one.